Grumpy Old Gamer, coming to you today with a look at Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Today, specifically, we're going to be looking at the Romans. Now, some of you may or may not know, Grumpy Old Gamer is a man of many hats. I do wear also the hat of Community Manager for Life of Rome, and I'm going to try to get people excited about the Roman community on Steam and Roman games, Romanesque games in general. So I'm going to be making a post in the Life of Rome area trying to encourage different Roman-based games that are on Steam to be highlighted by different people and have some videos and things. So as you can see, I have about 200, supposed to have 250 Romans there on the bridge, but I don't think they exactly fit on the bridge the way I had it. So I think I had about 211 Romans on the bridge there. But what are we going to throw at them? We're going to throw some wildmen at them today. Got 250 wildmen approaching on the far horizon, coming to attack our little Roman battalion. Now you can see that the colors on the shields and the clothing is all random for the Romans. I do like that about the Romans. But when the wildmen get here, you're going to notice that the Romans seem to be very, very short individuals. And they don't seem to be too powerful. Now, we're going to pan around here. We're going to see the mob of the wild men approaching on the far horizon through the trees. Going to go zoom in and see the wild men running up on our Roman army. Now, it was supposed to be even sides, but I do believe we are handicapped a little bit on the bridge, not being able to actually fit the 250 Romans on the bridge the way I had it set up. So they have a slight handicap. Plus also, I've got them turned looking to the side instead of forward. That's a little bothersome, but let's see how they make out. I do apologize about the dogs barking in the background. They must be wanting to see these Romans get their butt kicked. Here comes the wild men, and as you can see, the wild men are starting to lay into the Romans and starting to thin the Romans' ranks. You can still see the wide trail of wild men off into the distance, back into the tree line. This is a pretty cool game. I do enjoy the Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. You can get some pretty wild battles going on. I had 2,500 penguins decimating 250 Romans for a while. I played with some penguins attacking. Then I threw in a couple hundred chickens to make feathers fly during the battle. I really enjoy this game. It's pretty fun to sit back and enjoy yourself and just sit back and watch the computer do the battle with your parameters. No, I think there's different ways to do things like add nukes and different things like that, but I am not sure how to do that yet. I've seen some videos where they were nuking some of the population and such. I'm going to speed the video up here now a little bit, get through the bulk of these Romans as they fall. You can see the bodies stack up, and I've actually enabled that the bodies will stack up as high as they will go. It's an experimental feature, this last build, so if they were standing in one place and killing all the oncoming mobs, the pile would get quite high, but they're just pretty much cutting down the Romans where they stand. Here we are in 2 times the speed to see how it goes. Sorry about my dogs. And let's return to regular speed and see the end of this Roman. Now you can see that the wild men are much taller, much more physically endowed than the Romans. The Romans didn't look like they had any chance against the wild mans. Okay, as you can see now, we have an invading army of Persians coming at our Roman standoff here on the bridge. Got it sped up to 4 times the speed, so we should be able to get through this battle pretty quick, but unfortunately the Persians seem to be ungodly tall and huge compared to the Romans. As you can see, they really start to thin the Romans out pretty fast, and I really don't think that many Persians die in this battle, so I think the Romans generally seem to be about like kind of a weak of the weakest of the units that they've got classified in the ancient category or whatever category. I think it's I'm not sure what the category this is. We'll see it at the end of the video though. Let's try a fantasy army. How do the Romans stand up against orcs? And orcs seem to just walk all over the Romans, cutting them down fast. Now, I do have to admit that I've got my men facing the wrong direction, and they're not aggressively attacking back. Some of you may say Grumpy Old Gamer has really gimped the old Romans with this episode, so just to prove it, after they get decimated here, I'm going to give the Romans a full company. Gonna back up off the bridge this time, make sure that all 250 Romans are in the fray, and gonna start this next battle with both the Romans and the orcs in aggressive attack mode. So now you can see we're running up across the bridge, heading towards the orcs. And it looks like those Romans are eager to get into the fray. So we have the orcs up ahead and the Romans here. It looks like a much better battle from this perspective. The Romans are facing the right way. They have the shields. It seems to slow down the orcs. Now everybody's still rushing in, so the field of battle kind of spreads out to the edges of the screen.
I will die for the Emperor. For the glory of Rome! Interferes with the glory of Rome.
To victory, or Elysium.
It looks like the Romans are holding their own for a while, but they are actually losing ground slowly here, and you'll see that the orc army is going to start closing in on them from the sides and slowly pincer moving to kill off all the Romans pretty quickly. You can see the Romans on the side already turning to the side to protect the flanks. They're being overwhelmed by the orcs, so Romans don't do so well against fantasy races, it would seem. Romans versus Orc equals epic fail for humans. Orcs are victorious. Now, let's throw pure sanity to the wind. I knew we were getting kind of crazy with the Orcs. But what happens if they face the world's greatest adventurer, Chunk Norris? Here comes Chunk Norris versus the Romans. The Romans look pissed. Chunk must have ate their sandwich and they're out to get revenge. But here we go. Chunk is just going through the ranks. Romans falling everywhere. Karate expert Chunk Norris. Not Chuck Norris. Chunk Norris. Let's take a look at all what's available in the game class-wise. You got Medieval Heavy Knight, Medieval classification. You've got Heroes with Golden Knight and Chunk Norris. You've got World War II with US Soldiers. You've got Evil with Zombies. And the zombies are kind of cool. They turn their victims into zombies. We got, for the ancient Greece, we got Roman, Spartan, Wildman, and Persian. We looked at all those. For fantasy, we have Orc, Giant Ogre, and Dwarf. And for animals, we have the beloved chicken, penguin, and tortoise. I haven't done a tortoise one yet. I need to do a tortoise one. For festive, we got Jolly Old Santa. And for should be inanimate objects, I think we have a dresser and a table. Those are the looks at what's in Beta 2.0. Just came out yesterday in Ultimate, oh my gosh, what is the name of this game? Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. There it is right there on the screen. This has been Grumpy Old Gamer. I want to thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, thumbs up, and subscribe on YouTube, and tell your friends.